Yep. Again, this is Africa form of creativity. I had already promised my viewers that I'm going to be online to teach beginners on how to play talking drum. I'm still expecting some guys to join me now. So I'll be happy to see guys joining me. If you are online, just let me see your art and let me see the thumbs up. Yeah, Uncle Yemi. Yeah, Uncle Yemi. Fellas. Wow, nice to see you guys. You're welcome. All the way from Empowerment Center, Empowerment TV. Yeah, thank you. Uncle Yemi, I can see you. Fellas, I can see you, my brother. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm expecting more people, more. If you're there, yeah. If you're joining me, just send your art and thumbs up. For me to know I have students. Yeah, so Dari, you are there. Ogami, sir. Yes, nice to see you guys. Olaoluwa, you've not joined. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yes, this is Afriraf again, Afriraf Home of Creativity. This is Amifeoluwa Otugalo. I'm going to be the instructor today. This is like taking the culture to another level with respect and with humility to the Lord Most High. You. Dari. Okay, yeah, first of all, I want to give glory to the name of the Lord for granting me the opportunity for teaching people. I mean, talent is given to every man who has Christ. Yes, Bami. I want to appreciate God first, and I want to give glory to God for giving our Father and the Lord the power to grant us the opportunity to be in his studio. Pastor Benjamin Beckley, I won't go without mentioning your name. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you for building the nation, for building youth, for empowering us with the talent and the knowledge and wisdom the Lord has given to you. Yes, I still need more viewers before I go on. I'm going to, welcome everybody for the next 3-5 minutes because I still need more students to come online. Yes, sir. I'm seeing more hands, more thumbs up, and send me your heart, please, so that I don't go get bored though. So, yeah, today I want to start with what I've said in some of the videos I've made in the past. You can actually get me on YouTube. Ife Gogon. I think people have been going on YouTube commenting and sending their comments, sending advice, sending a lot of stuff to me, and by the special grace of God, I think this is something I would like to do, like teach people who have flair for talking drum. Talking drum, it's an African drum. It's right meaningful back home. All the way from Harlington, Texas. I want to just teach everyone who has flair for talking drum, how to play talking drum. I tell you, you can start from this. It doesn't matter how far we are. It doesn't matter because so far people can go to classes. Yes, so bro Joseph, you're welcome, sir. So far people can study online, have master's degree online, have doctorate degree online, a lot of stuff, and online. I think this is the best avenue for people to actually know more about African culture. And anytime if you want to invite me for your program, I do more than this. All I do everything that has to do with African culture. I do Alaga Iduro Ijoko. I coordinate traditional weddings. I do talk shows. I do a lot of stuff. But it was something that has to do with African though. If you give me waiting no be Africa, I no go take them. So yes, before we start, now it's time for us to start the lecture properly. Today I'm going to start with talking drum. Now I'm going to start with the diacritic marks on talking drum. In Yoruba, we have words, we have the language. There is a language called Yoruba in the Yoruba land. And on each word you say in Yoruba, there is a mark you place on it. Just like we have other languages too that use marks. They use diacritic marks. So in Yoruba, we have these diacritic marks. They are rhythmical, they are musical, and they are so melodious. Because without all these diacritic marks, we cannot pronounce anything. We might pronounce sound, we might give out sound, but it's going to be meaningful. Like the word Igba is calabash in Yoruba. We have Igba, the diacritic mark on Igba is Remi. Now, on Igba is do, do. That's another thing. They have the same consonant sound, but they don't sound the same. They have the same vowel sound, vowel and consonant sound, but the sounds are different. Igba, calabash, Remi, Igba, do, do. That is time. Igba, that is garden egg. Do me. So now if you want to really understand what this is, you need to understand the fact that all these diacritic marks are what we have on talking drum. The basic, the beginning, the rudiments, the foundation for talking drum starts from these diacritic marks. Now, before I go ahead, I have actually given my homage to God. But after God, God has given some elders the power to understand this. Without all these elders in the Yoruba land, we can't know what talking drum is all about. These are our forefathers. Our forefathers that actually start playing talking drum. These were their major job, profession in those days. When they go out to play, they get money from the most stingy person in town. We pay them. That is why they used to say one adage. They said, Ilu, Ayangalu, Agbowo, Lowo Alahun, Ajeun Alahun. So for you to understand the fact that talking drum has its base, has its fundamental rock, has its bedrock from our forefathers at home. But God has actually given them the wisdom to do that. So now I want to say that for me to continue this lecture, I will tell you that I pay my homage to all these fathers too. Thank you, Eni Babawa, Kepefunwa. Now, I'm starting again. I'm just going to go straight to the class now because of the time, and I still expect more people, but fine, let me just go ahead and keep doing it. As you are joining this lecture, please, I want your thumbs up, and as well, I want you sending heart. Thank you very much. So, these diacritic marks are do, re, mi, do, re, mi. For you to know all this do, re, mi, the way I'm pronouncing it as having an accent of the Yoruba. So if I'm going to say it in English, you will definitely go somewhere else. So try to understand and follow my accent. Okay? Thank you very much. So do re mi is on talking drum. When you don't compress the strings, now this is the face. It's made of ole, that is the young skin of a kid. I mean the kid from goat. This is made of it. Now these ones are leather, they are skins too, and they are made from animals too. These ones are the ege. I've already explained all this in the book I called Gangan with This. If you want to purchase it right in the United States, go to Africana store, you get it there. And if you are in Nigeria, go to OAU University bookshop, you're going to get Gangan with This there. They will give it to you and you will understand what Gangan is all about. So now, and this is just the towel. So if you are a left-hander like me, let the drum come on your right shoulder. And if you are a right-hander, let it come to the left shoulder. While the beater, the stick, stays in either your left or your right. But if you are a left-hander like me, let the stick come to your left hand. So don't mind whatever picture you are seeing now because it's Facebook Live, so I have to turn the camera for you guys to follow it. So talking drum goes this way. Now, do is when you don't compress this string. That's do. If you have your drum with you now, just hang it on and play along. Do. Then if you want to go ahead and play re, just soft compression. Soft. Just place the arm on the string and strike. That's re. Again, I play do and re. Just listen out. Do. Re. Now, mi is the extreme compression. You press her like say you won't kill this drum, but no. Do, re, mi. Mi is an extreme compression, and which is going to change the tune of the drum this way. Okay, so if you can understand the difference and if you are following me the way I'm playing, just please send your thumbs up and add, please. Hello everyone. I'm respecting that. If you understand the distinction between the three notes I've just played, I just need your thumbs up and what? Your heart. Let's go. So that I'll know someone over there is following me. Yes. I'm waiting. Thank you very much. Then I can go ahead. Thank you very much. I can go ahead. Thank you. So I have do as no compression. Then soft compression, easy one. Then extreme compression. Now you have been able to play do, re, mi. All together we want to combine this. We are combining this. Now let's combine it. Do, re, mi. Let's go. There is no different trick. There is no magic in this. It will be very good for you guys if you want to really learn this. Get your drum. Follow me online the way I'm playing. Play along with me. You will know by the end of all these lessons, you will be the best. And you will probably join me in my concert coming up next year. I'm presenting live African percussion with percussionists from Nigeria, United States of America, UK. All my friends that are percussionists who are coming in, and you will see guys who are playing this with the better talent. So I'm done with lecture. You can actually play again. Yes, ma'am. God bless you. Yes, mommy. Do, re, mi. No compression, easy compression, and extreme compression. Now, without before starting saying words on this talking drum, because we call it talking drum because it talks, it says whatever you have in your mind. Now, if I want to say hello on talking drum, that's an English word, right? But I can still say it. Hello. So it's this drum is just what projects your mind, your heart, what you have in mind, what you want to say. You can say anything about anybody. Okay, now let me start from this word. I want to call my name. My real name is Ifeoluwa, so I'm going to say Ifeoluwa on this. Do mi re mi re. Ifeoluwa. Now you compress and strike. So it's Ifeoluwa, and I can call as many more names as possible on talking drum. But our first lecture today is still knowing how to what? Play do, re, mi. But mind you, before we start playing do, re, mi, you have to be very careful the way you strike your drum. Don't strike your drum at the tip. If you strike your drum at the tip, you get it ripped. Don't do that. Strike at the center. Always strike your drum at the center. This way. Then while striking, the way you hold your stick should be in this position. Don't be too hard on the grip. Just hold it softly and strike. While striking, don't strike at the tip. Because if you strike at the tip, it's going to eat the hourglass shape in it and you get it ripped. So better for you to strike your drum at the center. But it will be very good if you like, strike it at the tip. That's going to be a payment you're going to make on your own, from your own side to my own side, because you will call me boss, instructor, or Ifeoluwa, come here, you will help me fix this. But well, these are just things you should know about Africa. Africa got a lot of culture. We think, oh yeah, someone says, yeah, I sing Fuji music, my brother, I like what you do. Yes sir, ọmọ Yorùbá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sir, kò ní bàjẹ́ o, lágbára Ọlọ́run sir. Bro Akim Ajani, I see you. Respect sir. So more I still expect more people to comment on this though, but let me go on with the lecture. I'm going to be giving myself this time to talk to people about African culture, Yoruba majorly. Now I won't want us to forget what we are actually discussing. Do, re, mi on talking drum. Do. No compression. Easy compression. Extreme compression. Do, re. Now, knowing this, I want us to form rhythm out of do, re, mi before we start talking. Before a baby starts talking, before a baby starts saying something, there are some sounds the baby make, like ba, 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 things like that, like mama, like ah, like ooh. So now we are bringing all these things together to form rhythm. Now, do, re, mi. Can someone just put all these things together like do, 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 re, 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 mi, mi, mi. Now we want to make rhythm out of it. Rhythm. We want to make melody like tum, tum, tolo, to. I want us to form out beat from this. So now let's go. Do, 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 re, 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 mi, mi, mi. Or we make re, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, do. Let's go. Okay, now let me play what I have here on the screen. Do. That's what I have there. So I need more people to combine all these diacritic marks. Do, re, mi. Put it together and form something. Or maybe you've heard in music somewhere, you heard this rhythm from any cassette or something in Nigerian music, and you want us to play it. Just mention it and we just throw it out. I mean, for us to be able to know what all these three diacritic marks, what they create. This is re, mi, re, do. Yes, ma'am. So that's what you just posted, man. So I think that is re, mi, re, do. So we are putting up we are putting together these three diacritic marks to make rhythm. So rhythm in Yoruba culture is what, mi is add. Yes, my brother. Yes, mi, re, do. Okay, mi, re, do. Mi, re, do. So that's mi, re, do. Now that is a rhythm. Now by the time you go out there, you are playing in a church without you disturbing anybody. You are playing in a church in anywhere, party or whatever, and you take your drum, you are just playing along. Mi, re, mi, re, do. Mi. People will feel, oh, this guy is good, but you know, you are just starting. But well, thumbs up for you for that. So these are just things you bring together. Do, re, mi. Bring them together and yes sir, cool, yes ma'am, cool, yeah. So these are things you bring together to form the rhythm in talking drum. So playing talking drum is not something you have to be like, oh, I'm born into the family of Ayangalu, I'm born into the family of drum. So yeah, I can't play drum without being there, no, this is something our forefathers had already created from the beginning. God created this for us to enjoy ourselves. Whenever you are bored, sometimes you are not even expected to go to the party alone. You can pick your drum, stay in your room and play something to God. Or maybe you want to have your worship in the morning, just take your drum and play. So, I mean, for this first lecture, for this first lesson, I want us all to practice do, re, mi. Know where to strike your drum, striking at the center. Don't strike the tip with this. If you strike it, it's going to rip. The only way you can strike the tip is just bend your drum, bend the stick this way and hit this way. We are going to get to that because that's just like a solo performance of a talking drummer. If you want to perform, if you want to have solo performance, you can just take your stick that way and just. So let's go again before we go offline for this lecture. Do, re, mi. I'm starting again. Yes, Mom, thanks for imparting us with your note. Thank you, Mommy. Yes, that's just the only thing that actually came to my head, because I feel whatever you bring to this life, you have to make impartation. Like, you have to give other people whatever is in your head. That's why we're able to go to school and learn some other stuff that we didn't even learn from home. Becoming a medical doctor, engineer, or whatever. So, because as this world is going, people come and go. So, I'm not saying I'm going to die. Me, I know they die in Jesus' name. So I'm just too happy to tell you guys that talking drum is very good. Is an African instrument that can take you wherever you want to be. I've written book on this percussion. The name of the book is Gangan with Ease. If you are in Dallas, you can get it from Africana store. If you are in Nigeria, I'm actually trying to give more. I'm actually trying to give more of these out to people who actually want, who have flair of playing this instrument. I can give it out. Doesn't matter. But for other people from other countries, other part of the world, to understand that Africans, we have culture. We have the powerful, the strongest cultural heritage indeed. So now, before we go offline today, again, I'm going to roll it again. Do, no compression. Re, soft compression. Mi, extreme compression. Form your rhythm out of do, re, mi. Form the rhythm out. Do, re, mi. And if you want to form the rhythm out of do, re, mi, go ahead, just strike this way. So that's just that on how to form rhythm on talking drum. This is the first lesson. I definitely want to appreciate those who have joined us live to see this. Okay, before you go play the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Well, thank you very much. We will soon get to that. We will soon get to the level of playing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That's an advanced level. Of course, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. There are 8 sovereign notes which are in the Western music. But in advanced research on talking drum, we have been able to bring all these 8 sovereign notes on the talking drum. Fine, let me start from here. Before we go off this line, I want to show us those 8 sovereign notes on this drum now. The more you compress, the higher you go on these 8 sovereign notes, because it goes this way. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. From up. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Now, it's like bringing those things on here now. Now. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, mo rí yẹn, I can see that. Gudugudu kan, ìyá ìlú kan. Ìyá mi, bàbá mi ni o, kìí ṣe ìyá mi. Bàbá mi ló fi igi ọrọ̀ lé mi lọ́wọ́. Èmi gangan, you see, these are Yoruba words. I'm going to play that now for you to know. Enjoy this class as time goes on, because I want to see comment, and I want to say there is always something I've learned in my life. When I try to impart anything out, I want to see the feedback, so you can later text me, call me, and my email address is raphaphmowace @gmail.com. raphaphmowace@gmail.com. You can please send your comments, your advice on this, and let me see. Oh, mommy said I shouldn't stop. I will still play. I mean, this is not the only lesson we are going to be having because we still have more classes to take. I am actually putting this up for those who are home, right home, who can go to any class because it's like we don't have classes, we don't have school for percussions, for African percussions there. But I feel if I'm going to start this way, it's actually going to help African guys out there. Fine, it doesn't matter if guys pay or not. But because I know whatever you give to people, you have given it based on your the path you are laying. When you go, when you leave the world, it's going to be in your name. So please, I'm still going to be teaching people every Friday because that's the only time I think I have. Every Friday, 7 p.m. Join me live on Facebook to learn how to play talking drum. Before we go, I want to appreciate people. I want to appreciate guys, friends who have joined this. Who have joined this and who have actually given up their time to learn how to play talking drum. Talking drum is an African instrument that talks. It says your mind. Like we have the diacritic marks in Yoruba is right here on talking drum. And even the 8 silver notes of the Western music is right here on this talking drum. We have the bigger ones which we call Iyailu. I can bring that whenever we are meeting. I can bring Iyailu. I have Bata. All these ones, they can't speak without the diacritic marks. So for you to understand this, you have to get into the knowledge of knowing the diacritic marks of the Yoruba. But fine is not difficult. I'm just going to give you this theory. Do, re, and mi. They help you pronounce words better in Yoruba. Thank you, and thank you again for joining online. We'll see you guys next week, Friday, the same time, 7 p.m. Central Time. 7 p.m. Central Time. Some areas where they use Pacific, where they use Pacific time, they use Eastern time. Just please follow up and understand that this is Texas, and whatever we do here is based on, okay, please, can I have your number, please? Live in Baltimore. Okay, all right. Please, Mr. Akim, that's very good. You can have my contact. Just please send the message straight to my inbox on Facebook. I will always be there to attend to you and to talk to you. Thank you very much. And actually, I'm doing this not for commercial base. I'm just doing this to impart and to give out the heritage of Africa. Africa, Nigeria, Yoruba. Long live Nigeria, long live Yoruba people, long live Yoruba culture, long live United States, long live people, viewers, home right there viewing me, and long live Ifeoluwa Otugalu Raphael. Ishola Opo Oma Bipile Moloju Ogun. Till next week, I will see you guys. Love you. Before you go, let me give you this reading.